What's good, everybody? This is the one and only GM, and today I'm gonna make a video describing all different types of FGC terms that new players might not know. Because in a lot of my videos I get comments that people don't understand specific FGC terms that have to do with high level and just the game in general. So I'm gonna just explain a lot of the terms and what they mean, so you guys can understand what we're talking about when you watch certain tutorials and high level matches and match videos and whatnot, so you can understand what we're saying. Because I could see, like, if you're a new player, you might not understand certain phrases and stuff like that, especially if you just some casual dude, you know what I'm saying, that just gets into the game and whatnot. So I'll be explaining all that and maybe a little bit more. All right, so we're gonna get into it right now. All right, so basically, when somebody says footsies is basically like pokes, you know, footsies. This is footsies, generic pokes. That's footsies. You know what I'm saying, that's footsies. Also, when somebody says keep out is moves that push back. See, that's playing keep out. Okay? That's keep out. Keeping out is keeping your opponent out. Space, that's also spacing, playing keep out. If your opponent has a hard time getting in, that's all. This is all keep out. So that's keep out. You see how it says 11 frames and -6? That means frame data is basically how fast a move comes out and how unsafe and how safe the move is. That's what frames is. So you see how I did while staying 4 and it came out at 11 frames is -6? That means if I do jabs after this, it's gonna come out at 16 frames. You understand? So you have to when something is negative, you have to add, right? So if I do DF1, see, it's 13 frames and it's -1, so that means if I do 2 DF1s, the second one's gonna go out 14. If it's plus, you gotta subtract. It's gonna come out 12 frames instead of 13. So that's explaining frames right there, and that's what frame data is. 50-50s is mix-ups. I'll give you an example of something that's a 50-50. See, that's a low, that's a mid. So when somebody says it's a 50-50, that means it's something that you gotta guess between a mid and a low. That's what they mean by that, by 50-50s. That's what a 50-50 is, a mix-up between a mid and a low. That's what a 50-50 is. Also, turtling is basically just playing defensive, just blocking, just waiting, you know what I'm saying, waiting, playing very defensive and waiting for your opportunity. That's what's, when somebody's like, oh, he's turtling a lot, or you have to turtle, that's what turtling is. It's just playing defensive. It's just waiting, playing very, very patient. So that's what turtling is, for people that don't know what turtling is. Also, when somebody says instant running, just doing a running move instantly, which you could just buffer it, tap forward and then 3-3-4. So that's what IS means when somebody says that. It's another thing. Also, counter hit fishing is basically just fishing for counter hits, which is basically just basic shit, like, you know, if you do bomb and you think somebody's gonna do a mid, see, that's counter hit fishing. You're fishing for counter hits. So that's fishing for counter hits, is setting up counter hits. That's literally what it means. See, let's say a jack player always does jabs in the DF1, right? I'm gonna fish for a counter hit now. You see, I counter hit him. I 2-2-3 them, which is a counter hit. So that's some of the things. Another term is playing with your meat out. And playing with your meat out is just being overly aggressive and just being mad risky and just doing the riskiest stuff possible. That's what's playing with your meat out. Nah, let me stop. But that's also, yeah, because I say it, so y'all need to know what we talking about. You heard? Playing with your meat out. So that's about it for all the phrases. You know, side walking is side walking, you know. sidewalking, sidestep. Korean backdash cancel is a perfect backdash cancel, which is this. That's a Korean backdash cancel. So when people say you not backdash canceling, that's what a backdash cancel is. Then a forward dash cancel is this. So that's a backdash cancel. Also, if something is -10, it's punishable by something that's also 10 frames, and 10 frames is the speed of the move. That's the startup of the move. So if a move is -14, you could punish it with a 14 frame move. 4-2-1 with Lee, 14 frames. What I mean by 14 frames, that's the speed of the move. So when somebody tells you, yo, that's unsafe, punish it with a 13 frame move, they're telling you to punish it with a move that's 13 frame speed. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And you know, rage art, a rage art is a super you do when you're in rage. That's a rage art. For you guys that don't know. Yeah, that's a rage art. So you see, that's a rage art. And then a rage drive is the move that you could do when you're in rage also. So that's some stuff you guys need to know. And one more other thing too. When somebody says, yo, that move is launch punishable, that means you get a free launcher, which is usually a hop kick like this, or down forward 2. Also, down forward 2, when people be like when people be like down forward 1, standing 3, it's the notations of the pad. You see the pad right here? So 1, when somebody says 1, that's square. 2 is triangle. X is 3, and then O is 4. So it's numerical. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So when somebody says down forward 1, that's basically down forward in box. When somebody says down forward 2, it's down forward in triangle. Also, another thing, when people be like, yo, do an E slide. E slide is an instant slide like that. That's what the E slide is. And the E stands for instant. That's what the E stands for. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I basically told y'all all the FGC terms y'all need to do. Well, there's one more. It's pitbull. When you rushing down is basically just you playing really aggressive. Also, pitbulling is another one. Pitbulling is another one, and it also means that you're playing really aggressive. That's a pitbull style. But somebody else like, yo, rush them down, that means being really aggressive. Really aggressive. And when somebody be like, yo, that guy is random, or he's not playing solid, solid means when you're playing good. You know, spacing well. What I explained to you with spacing, you know, having good footsies, knowing when to punish, knowing when to attack, taking the right risks at the right time. That's playing solid. So when somebody says you play solid, that means you're playing good. When somebody says you're playing random, it means you're playing uncalculated and you don't really know what you're doing. So that's what that means when somebody tells you that. So I hope this video helped, man, and when you guys hear me talk in other tutorial videos, like, I'm saying these words, I hope you guys understand, you know, what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I'll be like timing also. I'll be like, yo, like this move, you gotta read somebody's timing, you know. Somebody's timing is basically just reading when a person is gonna press a certain button. That's what timing is. That's exactly what timing is reading somebody's buttons, pretty much. So I give you an example of timing. See, I read his timing. So when you read somebody's timing, is the timing of the buttons that they press. You know what I'm saying? See, I read when he's gonna press the button, and I punished him. Yeah. So yeah, so that's all there is to the video, man. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video helped so y'all can understand everything I say in all my videos. All right. So check out fightinggm_tekken, nexus.gg/fightinggm. Metafly is also .gg fighting GM. The TikTok is fighting GM. And, you know, check out the Rogue Energy stuff too. On that note, peace out and take care. And thanks for watching my new video.